Hi there, my name's Patrick Heisel. I'm a watercolour artist. I'm also a chartered surveyor at the Department for Education, and in fact we delivered and built the London Screen Academy. But in my spare time I'm a watercolour artist and have been doing so for the past 5 years, running a thriving business. My passion for art started when I was young, probably around about the age of 7. I read lots of comics and was drawn to the artwork in many of the comics I read. And since then I was always drawing and engaging in a lot of art since a young age. Watercolour you can really easy to pack in a bag, use on site. It's a very clean material. Watercolour for me is the chosen medium for something that really brings life. I trained myself in watercolour painting by stumbling across a course. It's called Domestica, and during that course I was taught by an artist called Alex Hilkerts, and he took you through the steps of using watercolour, and it inspired me because his influences were similar to mine. Started my business actually during COVID. I didn't have very much to do during that time. I was working still, but I had some time on my hand. I started painting. I put my work on social media. I began to develop quite a high following, and then people were asking me for commissions, which I then put my work on Etsy and various other platforms to sell my art. And over time I've developed over 4,000 followers and have regular commissions coming in. The type of watercolour paintings that I create and tend to engage with are buildings primarily. As a chartered surveyor I work very frequently with contractors and building schools and colleges, and I love the great architecture that we have in this country, and using that as my subject to create fine pieces of art. I would say to someone wishing to turn their passion into a business or career, it's the first work extremely hard at that passion. I would advise them to get professionally trained if they can, and there are lots of online courses out there to develop that skill. I'd also say maybe perhaps sell or engage on social media some of your pieces of work, but more importantly try and find a gap in the market. Try and find something that somebody is not doing